Good evening, everybody. Tonight we're doing a drive pattern between the HXB Big Banger on my driver's side, and I've got the ss5 Pro in driving. So the HXB is considered like a combo, which resembles a drive, and the ss5 is the drive. Now I've got it to where I can turn one on at a time. So this is the HXB, and this is the ss5, and that's the HXB. So we're going to do a little driving, and you're not going to listen to me yap, but I will be, kind of cycling on and off. This road's pretty dark. It's got some good winds, got some good curves to it. And you'll definitely be able to tell that if you had like a spot beam, that it would just be blowing out everything that's in front of you. And I may do another comparison between, spots driving down this road versus like a drive beam. And so, you can tell that, all the surrounding areas are lit up. There's no dead space. There's just an absolute and an abundance of light. There's just low beams, and then the high beams. And don't get me wrong, the high beams do well, the low beams do well, but if you could just have, this at your fingertips, why not? You know what I mean? Right off the bat, I will say that the HXB has more flood, more width when compared to the ss5 Pro driving beam. Distance, it's really hard to say. The intensities, are both really good. The ss5 to me really kind of seems like a oval spot without the extreme piercing of the spot beam, if that makes sense. Like the drive beam has good distance. Obviously the spot beam both have amazing distance. You know what I'm saying? And so these kind of the ss5, it seemed like they squished the drive beam, squished the spot beam a little bit to make a drive beam, where the HXB just kind of reinvented it, if you will. Like they put distance to it, they put width coverage to it. Here, let's see. So here you can kind of tell, this has a lot of side to side, a lot of up and down, as well as some good distance. And then get out from this light here, get a little bit darker area. So you can tell that the ss5 doesn't have as much height to it, and it does have some intensity to the spot beam, if you will, but it doesn't seem like it has as much width, if that makes sense. So I'll keep quiet and just drive around a little bit, see what you guys think. Now let's see, so there's a White House. Ooh. Over there behind the trees. Let's see if we can tell. So you can kind of tell that, over here, it doesn't really have a whole lot of width to this side. But you can tell kind of, where, the HXB kind of goes over to the right-hand side a little bit more than the ss5 goes over to the left. Both are great. Both will get you out of a bind if you need some light in a dark situation. I have no real big complaints on either one. I think they both do an amazing job. I think they both cover a lot of ground. Let me know what you think if you've had experience with either one before, whether it be the ss5 Pro in a driving pattern or the HXB Big Banger in a driving pattern. Let me know what y'all think. Stay tuned. I'll probably swap some spots out with both of these, and then I'll do a LP6 again, you know, against one-on-one with these. So stay tuned.